Hi, I'm Kevin. For dinner tonight, we're fixing a pork roast and we're going to cook it under high pressure in the Instant Pot. We're going to flavor the roast with apples and onions and good old Sauvignon Blanc. So the first thing we need is a 4-pound pork shoulder roast. So first, dry it thoroughly with paper towels, because a wet roast won't brown properly. And I'm wearing gloves, as you can see. That way, I don't have to wash my hands every 2 seconds. So to season it, we're going to use kosher salt and some freshly ground black pepper and some dried thyme. Next, chop 1 large onion and cut 3 apples into wedges. And I take the easy road and just cut all around the core. Oh, I forgot to tell you, these are locally grown Empire apples. They have a really good appley flavor. Now pour a tablespoon or 2 of vegetable oil into the Instant Pot, and then press the Saute button. When the Instant Pot tells you that it is hot, 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 take the meat that is sticking to the paper towel, and we want to sear it for about 5 minutes on each side. Then transfer the beautifully browned meat to a plate. Now, as you can see, I've emptied the oil from the pot, but there is still a lot of fond in here. Fond is the stuck-on bits of meat, and those have a ton of flavor, so what we want to do is deglaze the fond. So in goes 1.5 cups of Sauvignon Blanc, and then we're going to take a wooden spatula, and remembering that we're still on the saute feature, we are going to scrape up all those stuck-on bits. Now, take the trivet that came with your Instant Pot and put it in the pot, and then put the meat on the trivet. Then dump the onions into the pot. That was 1 large chopped onion. And all of these beautiful apple wedges. Then return the lid, and let's see if I can do this right. Yay! Then hit the cancel button. Then press pressure cook and set the time for 1 hour. While the pork roast is cooking, shred a medium size of green cabbage. I'm using Savoy cabbage. And just set it aside, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, the hour is up. So for this next step, we want to let the steam release itself naturally for exactly 10 minutes. Oh, before I forget, while we're waiting for the steam to naturally release itself, grab a platter and a gravy boat. I bought this gravy boat at a tag sale for $1. Also, slice up a baguette. We're going to want this baguette for dipping into the gorgeous appley gravy. Okay, we're at the 10-minute mark, so cover your ears. There's going to be some steam as I turn the venting valve to, well, vent. So the pressure button has dropped, which means we can take off the lid, let the water drain, slip the lid into the little slot. Then I have to turn this around so you can see. And oh my goodness, I wish you could smell my kitchen. Out comes the meat. And here it is. She's a beauty, or he's a beauty, and I'm making a mess over here. Let me show it to you. Look at this pork roast. Again, super fragrant. And then we have to remove the trivet, shake off the onion and the apple. Then, to make the gravy, we take a stick blender and go to town. And the apples and the onions are going to thicken the gravy. We won't have to add any cornstarch or flour. Here we go. Okay, it took all of 5 seconds to blend the gravy. And I forgot to tell you, cover the meat with a sheet of aluminum foil just to keep it warm. And then I'm going to ladle the gravy into my gravy boat, and I'll come right back. And here's the gravy. Look at that. It's just the right consistency. Thick, but not too thick. And now we want to hit the cancel button on the Instant Pot and then switch over to, you can't even see, I'll fix the camera, to Saute. Because, remember the cabbage we shredded earlier? We're going to add that to the remaining gravy. Oh, I forgot to tell you, leave a good cup of gravy in the Instant Pot. You'll have more than enough gravy, believe me. Just stir the cabbage in the remaining gravy until the cabbage turns tender crisp. We don't want the cabbage to be too soft. It should have a bit of a crunch. Look at this, the meat cut right off the bone. Well, just look at this beautiful platter. I have my pork roast, I have the cabbage, and now what we can do is add some gravy over the meat. I'll do it this way. And just wait until you taste this gravy. I made the same dish the other night, and both Mr. Fox and I thought we could drink the gravy out of a mug. It's appley and oniony and white winey. So, so good. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Again, it's an inexpensive meal, and boy, is it delicious. If you have a moment, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and post a comment below. I love hearing from you. Bye for now.